Let's start with a pretty wild idea. What if you could give a personal AI tutor to every single student in a nation of 1.4 billion people? I know, it sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but that's the actual goal of one of the most ambitious educational projects on the planet. This is the story of Bodhan AI, an initiative that's trying to completely change how an entire country learns.
I mean, just think about that number. It's a challenge on an almost unimaginable scale. With hundreds of millions of students, the dream of giving each kid individualized attention has always felt, well, impossible. But now a really bold national initiative believes AI is the key to finally making that dream a reality. Okay, so here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll unpack the sheer size of the challenge. Then, we'll get into what Bodhan AI actually is and the revolutionary tech behind it. After that, we'll see how it's going to reshape the classroom and what this all means for an AI-ready future in India.
So, let's start with that grand challenge. Because to really get why Bodhan AI is such a big deal, you first have to understand the scale of the problem it was created to solve. 50%. This one number represents a massive national goal. India's 2020 National Education Policy is aiming to get half of its young people enrolled in higher education by the year 2035. That means adding tens of millions of new spots in universities and, of course, making sure students are ready to fill them. But as you can imagine, the hurdles are huge. You've got an immense student population, 22 official languages, and just this incredible diversity across the country. Trying to deliver quality education at that scale is a monumental task. And with already high teacher-to-student ratios, the old-school methods just can't keep up. It became really clear that to hit this goal, they needed a major technological leap. And that technological leap? Well, it has a name: Bodhan AI. This is the national mission designed to be the solution. Launched back in early 2026, Bodhan AI isn't just another edtech app you download from the store. No, this is a full-on national mission. It's spearheaded by the Ministry of Education and based at the prestigious IIT Madras. And as a nonprofit foundation, it has one single focus: building the digital backbone for India's AI-powered education system. You know, this quote from the director of IIT Madras just nails the spirit of the whole project. This isn't about tech for tech's sake. It's about using AI as a tool for social equity, to make high-quality, personalized education a real thing for every single child, no matter where they live or what their background is. Okay, so how in the world do you actually build an AI system for an entire country? The answer is in its core technology, an engine they're calling the Bharat Edu AI Stack. The key concept to get here is something called Digital Public Infrastructure, or DPI. The easiest way to think about it is like a set of digital public roads. The government builds the main highway system, and then anyone, startups, universities, innovators, can build their own businesses and services right on top of it. And the absolute best way to understand this is to look at UPI, India's game-changing digital payment system. Instead of every bank building its own separate, clunky app, UPI created one common, open platform that they could all just plug into. The Bharat Edu AI Stack is designed to do the exact same thing, but for education. So the process is designed to work in 4 stages. First, Bodhan AI builds a foundational AI model, one that's trained on Indian languages and contexts. This is super important because it ensures data sovereignty, meaning all the student data stays securely within India. Second, it provides a common set of tools, APIs, that basically act like universal adapters. This lets anyone, from a tiny startup to a massive university, plug in and build their own specialized apps. The idea is to spark this huge wave of innovation all on one shared national platform. All this tech is seriously impressive, but what does it actually look like in a real classroom? Let's dive into how this whole infrastructure is supposed to change the day-to-day for students and teachers.
This right here shows the fundamental shift. The goal isn't to replace teachers, not at all. It's to give them superpowers. A single teacher just can't give personalized attention to a big class. But with AI, that same teacher is now backed up by dozens of individual tireless AI tutors, one for every single student.
For students, this is a total game changer. They get instant, personalized feedback. The curriculum actually adapts to their learning speed. So if they fall behind, the AI tutor helps them catch up, and if they're zooming ahead, it gives them new challenges. And crucially, it offers support in all 22 of India's scheduled languages, breaking down huge communication barriers across the country. And for the teachers, well,
The AI acts as a powerful force multiplier. It automates all the tedious parts of the job, grading papers, lesson planning, and all that admin work. This frees up their valuable time to focus on what humans do best: mentoring, inspiring, and giving that deep, meaningful guidance to their students.
So yeah, this is a massive nation-building project. So what are the next steps? And what are some of the potential roadblocks they're going to have to navigate?
The architects of Bodhan AI are also trying to tackle the biggest potential challenges right from the start. Worried about data privacy? The sovereign DPI keeps all student data inside India. Worried about algorithmic bias? They're using open standards and collaboration to fight it. And to handle the digital divide and get teachers up to speed, they're integrating with existing platforms and creating special AI training modules.
And this plan is already moving. After the launch, pilot programs are set to roll out in a few states, with a huge milestone of supporting all 22 scheduled languages by mid-2026. This isn't some distant dream. It's a concrete roadmap that's directly tied to India's long-term vision of becoming a developed nation, or Viksit Bharat, by 2047. So ultimately, the whole Bodhan AI initiative pushes us to ask a really profound question. We're moving way beyond just using a bit of tech in the classroom. This is about creating a deep, collaborative partnership between human teachers and artificial intelligence. How that partnership evolves won't just define the future of education in India, it's probably going to offer lessons for the entire world.